Good morning. Good morning. It's your girl holding it down with Heidi P. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed. When you come in, please make sure you hit that like button. Happy Thankful Thursday, everybody. I'm just having me a little breakfast before I start my day. We having we got real bad our air our air is real bad right now. We under a smoke warnings alert because in my city we got affected by the wildfires in Minnesota and Canada. Well, the air quality is real bad out there. I'm telling everybody, if you don't need to go out, don't go out. If you have any type of health issues dealing with your lungs and things, asthma, make sure you have a mask on if you go out. Keep your windows and stuff closed. You can still run your air to circulate, some air in your house. But other than that, it started yesterday, and I went to go take the garbage out yesterday evening at around 7, and I noticed that it was real hazy out and smoky, and it burns. Like, I got my windows down and my eyes are still burning. Um, it's seeping in through the windows, I guess, the cracks. But I don't know. I know some of you guys don't get my notifications that I'm on, so that means you don't have your notifications turned on. I guess for when I do go live, for any of my subscribers, if you would check your notifications and make sure that you have your notifications on for Hold It Down with Heidi P. Yeah. So it's real. It looks terrible outside. I looked to see if anybody was on that I support, but I didn't see anybody on, so I decided to just come on for a little while. I was kind of busy yesterday. I'm trying to get my homestead taken care of. Because you can go back 3 years on your homestead, but when I went in, they said it was only on Tuesdays and Fridays for walk-in, so I'm going to try it again tomorrow. I had to go down to our state revenue building down here in Milwaukee. I paid for parking and was there every bit of 2 minutes when they told me that it was only, I didn't know. I had Googled, but I didn't see that it said Tuesdays and Fridays, so I thought it was Monday through Friday. And I haven't been down there in a while because I usually do my own homestead, but I don't feel like the hassle of doing three, and then they do it for free. When I do it myself, I have to pay for printing and for filing, so why not do it for free? I can save myself some money. So this is what I was eating. I'm almost done with my eggs now. Had toast, Tennessee Pride hot sausage, bacon, and cheesy egg. Well, if y'all come in, please make sure you hit the like button. I would appreciate it. Hello. And my city is only 11:04, so I'm having a late breakfast. I've been making some business calls this morning, so I guess when I do go out, because I do have something, I want to run an errand, I'm going to have to put my mask on. When I get done eating, I'll show y'all how hazy and smoky it look outside. You really could see it good last night. And my eyes is like literally burning right now. But I just wanted to come on for a little while. I've been watching, trying to keep up with the Nolan Wells story. I don't know what they're gonna decide to do. They did 2 press conferences yesterday with the parents, the sheriff, and Ben Crump. But I don't know. They trying to say, still go by that it was an accident. So they're trying to prove that something else went wrong. So they got some other details that some people are finally coming out speaking. You know, he was supposed to have been to a pool party, and my thing is, where's his phone at? So somebody literally took his phone, and then they trying to say it was a drowning. I don't think so, but that's just my opinion. If it was a drowning, I guess he must have had his phone on him, and the phone was with him in the water. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Somebody either they probably jumped on him or did whatever they did, pushed him in the water, and then maybe threw his phone in there too. So I don't know what they did. It's a lot of speculations. Like, and some of his friends, they really need to start talking. I know it was one friend, I believe, that talked, or several friends so far. But in the state of Mississippi, they prejudiced. Y'all already know that. Hold on a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Disclaimer. I'm gonna find it. I think I got it under this February one. But welcome in who all came in. As soon as I get done, I'm looking for this. Let me see. Hey, Boss Jimmy. How you doing? How you doing, Boss Jimmy? Good morning or good afternoon to you. Ain't nobody really in the chat but me and you. And hi, Lega Yoko. Thank you for coming in. If you wouldn't mind pushing the like button. If you're not subscribed, push that subscribe to my channel. This is Holding It Down with Heidi P. Okay, so my disclaimer is copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So yeah, so yeah, again, have you been following the Nolan Wells story, Boss Jimmy? Hey Lou. Hey loving Lucinda. I was at home watching you yesterday. I didn't get to come in the chat or nothing, but I think I watched your replay. You looked beautiful, girl. You looked nice. I like the way you just put on your makeup real nice and light, not too much. And it looked very nice on you too. And I love that dress. That dress was pretty. You keep on, girl, doing your thing, girl. Mr. Right is coming real soon. Real soon. And like you said, people need to start pouring into themselves a little more. Sometimes you don't want to just be anything. Hags, looking like old hags. Like I'm my age, but I like to look good. I like to look good when I go to some type of event or whatever, or I go to church and stuff, or I'm going to something just really nice, you know what I'm saying? Even any type of function, I'm gonna dress for the occasion. That's how I was brought up. So my mama said you don't go nowhere looking no any damn way. Your appearance mean everything. I don't care what nobody say. It's your personality though. Your personality gotta be popping. You gotta be, pleasant and nice. And so that's what makes you look good. Also, is your personality. So you can look good outside, but then you know what I'm saying. You got an ugly personality. That don't mix. That don't mix. So yeah, it's always good to be nice. To be nice and to treat people with manners and have that outer beauty too. So inner beauty and outer beauty, it works hand in hand. Yes, Lucinda. And we women too. We supposed to look, at least look decent. Look, don't go out here. You gotta represent. Plus, I have two boys and a granddaughter. And they won't want me out here looking a mess, and I don't want them out here looking a mess. My boys, when they get clean, boy, they get clean. That comes from me taking them to church, putting them on suits and ties and stuff, or either just the shirt. Sometimes not just the jacket, but just the shirt and tie that match they slacks and they shoes. I taught my boys how to dress. They dad wasn't around, but I did that. I did that. So that's why, as young men, young grown men, they be presentable wherever if we go into a funeral. My kids don't believe in coming in there with no shirt. See, I mean, with no shorts on and stuff. They just like to look nice, especially if it's our family members. We all still just like to be, what I'm saying, to be presentable. I'm not gonna go to somebody's funeral looking a mess, even if I'm just casual. Like if I got on some slacks and a nice blouse, I'm still gonna represent. But everybody is different, Everybody say, "Oh, it's just the funeral." It's not just that. It's just that the family, they usually always have a color they want people to wear. And even if I don't have the color on that they said, I'll still look nice. You know what I'm saying? So I'll blend right in. But everybody different though. It ain't all about, what you got on. It's just having, you know what I'm saying, just want to be looking decent. You know what I'm saying? Just your appearance to me, your personality and your appearance means everything to me, because they say the first expression is the best expression. So I want people to have a good expression when they see me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I've been feeling Nolan's story. It hurts my feelings. I know it hurts me too. It's a shame how they just want to just throw that under the rug like that. Like, and there's so many of the people that they've been naming, the kids and stuff that been murdered and stuff, and they just don't do, just say, oh, it was an accident. And I don't know if y'all heard. Let me see. What do you say? You setting an example for your future generation. You rock. Oh, thank you. And I was also a daycare teacher for years, Lucinda. For many years, from 21 years old till I got in my 40s. Yep, I was a child care teacher. And I didn't taught so many kids. You know, before they go to school, we the first teachers before they go to school, except for, you know, besides their parents. Your parents is always your first teachers. But when they get to going to like daycare, Head Start, we the ones that start teaching them their ABCs and one, two, threes. I potty trained, I know, at least about a good 100 and some kids throughout my teaching career. So yeah. So I got all that. I just, when my mother became to where she needed me and to help her and stuff with things. But like I said, when I first started helping my mom, it was financial, just making sure all her stuff was paid and everything, and just, you know, taking her out, doing stuff with her. And then after that, it became to where it was more, you know, her cares. So when I started doing all that stuff for my mom, taking care of her and making sure the upkeep of her house was ran, and I was making sure everything was paid, and, you know, doing the housework, doing the cooking and stuff like that, I just retired from daycare, and I had did it for so many years. And shoot, I wish I would have just went on and followed my mind years ago to move from where I live at, so that I could start at a family daycare, and then I would be big by now. But excuse me, because my kids were still young and still in school, I just decided not to do that, because I always try to do what God say. Like, he just wanted me to be stable at that time, and I had faith, but my faith wasn't as big as it is now. Like, I would have walked out by faith when I was in my 30s, early 30s, but I didn't think of it like that then. So if my faith was like it is now, man, I would have said, come on, boys, we finna pack this up and we finna move to a house so I can start my own business, my own daycare. But yeah, I worked for many people, so I love children. And so when you hear about all this stuff going on in the world with people, children's, you know what I'm saying, and they harming their own kids, just like the young lady that I spoke on a couple of videos ago, a couple of weeks ago, that played like, her and her husband played like she was a missing child, had them people out there looking for her and everything down there in South Carolina. That was sad too. Javea Harris. I just don't understand these people. But yeah, as far as Nolan, you know, it's some real. It's a lot of questions need to be answered while they sitting up there trying to say a little or nothing. I couldn't live in Mississippi. That's one state I could not live in. It's always been man, it's been it's been racist for a long time. Who coming for somebody? You said, yes, he is coming for you. Listen to help. Me too, girl. Oh, wow. Sick people are sick. Which one? Let me see. Let me see what you want to listen to talking about. They keep lying. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, they keep on lying, y'all, to us, and they're going to continue. But Benjamin Crump Al Sharpton, he done spoke, and you know, I be watching Don Lemon. I've been watching Don Lemon since he used to be on CNN News, so I get a lot of my coverage. He share all the stuff that's going on his channel, so I really like him. I like I like Roland Martin. He's another one of my faves. So, you know, I listen to a lot of stuff, not only just people in our sector. I go outside the sector, because before I've been in this sector since 2019, but I always still I go abroad. I go like all the different little sectors and news, world news and stuff like that I like to listen to. And then stuff that's going on here in my own city, and, you know, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And then like even other, you know, just news, just news that's going on in the world that some of us, you know, some of us want to know about. Like, it's some things that I want to know, and there's some things that, if I can't take it, like if it's too like some stuff be the tragedies that be going on, or either the murders that be going on, and man, it be so sick, you know what I'm saying, sinister. Yeah, so when it be just like real deep, too deep for me, I know how to back off and keep it scrolling. But I also listen to the Trey King show. I've been following him since 2018. I used to listen to Tasha K every day. So for like 3 years, from 2018 all the way to probably 2020, 21, I used to be like every day watching her. But eventually I start watching other things more. That's how I usually go, and I stop watching. So every now and then I might catch her talking about something on the news or whatever. But yeah, she was one of the ones that I liked. I love celebrity news though. Period. I like to find out what be going on with people. And I just found out that Hal, I think his real name is Hillary. He passed. You know, the one that played as Smitty on he played as Smitty as the cop on Sanford and Son. He played as Florence, as see, on the 227. Marla Gibbs played as her husband. He passed, y'all. He passed. I guess he passed on the 15th. It said yesterday. Yeah, he passed. So I don't know how old he was, because where I seen it at, it didn't say his age. But quite sure I know he gotta be like in his like close to 90s, or not 90. But yeah, he passed. So rest in peace to Hillary. I think his last name is Williams, I believe. Yep, Hillary Williams, but they called him Hal. Hey, Diva the boss, how you doing? I know you probably at work. I appreciate you coming through. I've been listening, catching your. If I don't catch your go and come in your chat, I always be on your replays. So yeah, yeah. Was listening to you. I think it was yesterday and the day before. So thank you for coming in and showing me some type of just some showing me some love. Make sure you hit that like button, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Cause I'm trying to figure out how do I check to see. I know I go on my studio. How do I check and see who I can make a moderator? Because some of the subs is private, got their accounts private. I don't even see them people. I only see the ones they let me see that's public. It's really weird. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. I know, Diva, the ones that I do see, I can press on their names, but it's like the majority of the ones that I would love to be a moderator, their accounts are private. Like, I wonder why my account, I didn't make, when I made my YouTube account, I got 2 YouTube accounts. I never made them private, so I don't understand why a person. Well, I guess you have a choice to make it private or public, but I don't remember doing either. I just remember making an account. But yeah, I click on their names and stuff. I did see that, and then it say something about I have to do some more settings and go through modernization and all that. So I'm gonna figure it out. It's a lot of stuff that I ain't figured out yet. Like, I would love to have I told my kids to help me. I used to watch this good lady. I still do watch her every now and then, named Pimo. The one that talk about Brianna and the Latrue saga and stuff like that. But I loved her song that she used to sing. So I want to tell my kids, I want to like think of a beat and then like have a little song, intro before I come on. So I want to also do that. But can you do that on Vertical Live, or do you have to be on StreamYard? Yeah, I'm on my phone right now, Diva. Oh yeah, Loving Lucinda. Yeah, Trace. Yeah, Trey King. He from Texas. Yeah, that's my boy too. I used to watch him every day too. Back a while ago. I was when I was still doing a lot with my mama. My mama was still real mobile. We was doing a whole lot back then. But on my time that I had to be at her house yet, I would be doing my little social media stuff, and then I go, get myself ready and go get her, like, depending on if we had an appointment or something like that. And even when I was at her house, when I had some downtime, that's how I would be able to get on social media. I used to watch Latrice. That's how I learned about Latrice, from Facebook, and then I followed her over here. Noticed that she got YouTube too, so I followed her here, and then that's when I became in this sector. Yep, that's how I got in this sector, following Latrice. And then I used to watch, of course, everybody. I watched, well, before that, I was watching CC. I watched the CC's World. I watched Chrissy. And I watched Ross around the same time I was starting to watch Chrissy. So, yeah. So, we all been here and been there, but I ain't never been, like, held no badges or nothing like that. I just was a sub. That's pretty much it. Yeah. So, what y'all got doing? What y'all doing today? Oh, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all how smoky it is. And the landscapers is around. The landscapers, they doing they cutting the grass and stuff. I said they will be out here cutting the grass, blowing all the pollen and everything in the air. And we having this bad air quality right now. Oh Lord, somebody playing music. I don't know if y'all can notice it. Just a little smoky out here still. I don't know if y'all can notice that, but the air quality sucks, y'all. And it is very, very, it's like, it burning my eyes. It ain't really messing with my lungs. It ain't messing with my lungs, but it's so burning my eyes. But yeah, they out here cutting the lawn. They all the way over there by the park, because we have a park for the kids and for the adults, but we have a little slide and swings and stuff for them over there, and we got picnic tables and stuff we can sit at and have a little function. We can sit on the benches and watch the kids. That's what I do when I have my granddaughter. I sit on the bench, or either when she was younger, she used to make me push her. She still be wanting me to push her sometime on the swing when I take her to the park. I take her to the big park sometimes too, not the one just by my house, but it's one that's further down. That's our main big park where we be having our we're here. We have our Westline reunion there every year. Yeah, so that's the bigger park. But when I just want to take her to the small park, I take her by the house. But yeah, that air quality is terrible. And I really don't have to get out like that, but I do want to go check on some stuff at this greenhouse that I want to plant. I want to put some tomatoes, because instead of me starting this late, they told me to go get me some tomatoes that's already on the vine, and then taking and stick it in my bed and just let them continue to grow like that, because I want me some green tomatoes. I love green tomatoes. Green fried tomatoes, boy, that's the bomb diggity. Especially when you want to eat it with your breakfast in the morning. Hi, Beverly. How are you? Welcome in. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the like button. So yeah, so it's a lot of stuff going on. Oh, I wanted to talk about Boss Jimmy, if you still here. Did y'all hear about the girl that I'm trying to think, where was she at? I took a picture of a video, a screenshot of the video, but she about 2 weeks ago, before the Nolan incident, She was found hang. They said she hung herself. Trying to think where was that at. I can't remember what city it was in. But they trying to say she hung herself. And my thing about that, why would somebody, she was young too. I think she was probably about 20, maybe 21 or something like that. She was going, she was visiting, I think. And she was, I want to say that she was going to college or something. And she was just like, busy during the day that they found her. Like, it was no way that she just was gonna take her own life. But that's what they doing now. They making it seem like everybody is unaliving themselves. Why would you unalive yourself and you knew that had all these plans and ambition to do some things? Ain't nobody just gonna take their own life like that unless you was having some type of mental health issues. And from what I read, and I'm gonna make sure I share that story. Before what I read, she didn't have any mental health issues at all. That's just like going back to Nolan. He already knew he had was getting ready to play in that division or whatever, Division 1. You know what I'm saying? As a running back. And at the college, at the community college he was going to. So why would he say now he wasn't coming back here? He was going to let his friends leave and he's just going to stay behind. And now they trying to say that he stayed behind because he was spending time with his girlfriend and stuff like that. It's just all kind of craziness, all type of stories and made up rumors and different things. Like, we really not going to really get to the square root of the whole story until some of them people come out and talk and be honest. If you cared about your friend, you should be able to let people know what really went on. Cause like his parents said, he wouldn't have never stayed there. He would have came home because he knew that he had other obligations when it had something to do with his football career. So I don't know, y'all. I just think it's a bunch of bull. I'm not going to just sit up here and say that they did anything to him, but it could be, it's possible. So I say allegedly somebody did something to that young man. That's my own opinion. I don't want to go all deep down into it because the family, they still, trying to get with the legal counsel they got and stuff, and they really trying to figure out what's their next step, because because it's like, wow, it's like y'all getting all this lawyers and different things and people helping them, but it's like it's all kind of stuff going on and all type of some people say this, some people say that. So when there's so much of that, you don't really never get to really get down to the nitty gritty, because you listening to, oh, well, somebody said that he did this, somebody said they did that, you know what I'm saying? So, and they said some of them pictures that they showing is AI, but the pictures I saw, they look just like them. I mean, I guess AI can make you look just like yourself. Hold on a minute, I'm finna turn this air on. Oh, shoot. It's hot now. I had turned it off earlier. Ooh-wee. Baby. It's getting muddy up in here. And because they told us to close our windows, today is only going to be in the 80s, but all this week so far, we've been in the 90s, almost 100, 97. Yep. And with the heat index, it do be 100. Ooh-wee. Man, I start feeling that heat up in here. Like, it's time to turn the air back on now. But yeah, Nolan Wells case, it just reminds you of all the other parents that didn't get justice for their children. I mean, there's so many of them out here. I mean, we can just go through the names like they've been doing on Don Lemon and Roland Martin and different platforms that I watch. Like it's so many, we would never stop naming them. I mean, look how long it took for the two white men that killed Emmett Till back in what was that 19 because it happened before I was even born. 1950s, I know it was the 1950s. But look how long it took. Look how long that took. They was grown. They kept saying that was not guilty, that they didn't do anything to him, that they didn't beat him to where he was just you couldn't even figure out who he was. Like his whole face was disfigured. You know what I'm saying? So they've been doing this stuff even to people before Emmett Till. They murdered what was his name? Nat it was another black leader or activist back in the in the early 1800s. I forget his last name. Nat Turner. Yeah, he was a slave, and he became, an important person that was helping, the other slaves and stuff like that. They look what they did to him. Look what they did to him. They dismembered him and burnt him and made him and made liquid out of his skin. Who does that? That is sick. They was actually using, after they, melted down his body and all that, made him into a liquid. It's gross, y'all, but it happened. But they want to throw that stuff under the rug. They don't want to talk about our history. But it's true. You can't take away the history. That's what y'all used to do to black people. And that's what they did to him. And they say they made skin products out of him and all of that. For money. All for money. For gain. For commerce. They actually liquidated somebody. Desecrated somebody. Yeah. That's some sick ass stuff, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying. I heard about that. So sad. It's a lot of stuff, y'all, that we don't know. It's a lot of things I can remember from going to, school and learning about and things that my mama done told me and my brother. And when we used to watch all of the black movies like the MLK and what's the lady name? Jane Pittman. Sissy Tyson played as her. When we watched all that stuff when we was little, it's still a whole lot of stuff that we ain't saw that we didn't even know. So the older I get, the more I'm starting to hear more and more and more stories of what they actually did to our black ancestors. So, this is something that we're going to deal with for the rest of our lives. It's never going to stop. And to me, it's getting worse. But all I know is that the last will be first and the first will be last. And that's in the Bible. So I just, all we can do is just keep on praying for one another, praying for our families, pray that the Lord cover us and keep us covered in the blood of Jesus, because when we go outside, anything can happen to us. We don't know what's going to happen when we step outside our door. So that's why I always pray before, when I get up in the morning, I pray first. And I ask God to protect us all, protect my family, protect myself, protect, when I go to work and when I'm just on my leisure, keep me safe through the day. And we have a lot to be thankful for, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, this systemic racism, it's never gonna end. And then, we have a lot of like demonic people anyway here, in the world. It's a lot. So I could keep going on and on. It's a lot. Antichrist. hmm People better start studying and reading their Bible, because a lot of the stuff that's going on has already been proven. The Bible is just for fulfilling itself. So it's a lot of the things that we see going on. The Lord said in His Word that there will be times of trouble. So who are we to think that we're not gonna go through something? And there's some people that say they never ever experienced racism, but I have. I have living up north. I don't live down south, where a lot of it is more down south. But here in Wisconsin, Wisconsin is, you know what I'm saying? It's racist. Wisconsin has a lot of racism in it. And I'm not saying every white person's racist. I'm not saying that. Well, there's just some white people that actually take up for us. That stands with us. But it's some that don't. And then it depends on how you was brought up. Some people taught these children to hate our skin color, another race, just because of our skin color. A lot of people was raised that way. And some was like, no, that's wrong. Some actually did not go by what their parents taught them. And them are the ones that'll help us, the ones that say, no, this is wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. We need more of those type of people to say, look, we all are children of God. You know what I'm saying? We are, whether you white or black. Some people look at it as that we are all, we are human, pretty much. We are all human, no matter what our race is. But they just seem to just hate on us for no reason. It's really no reason to treat me like that, because I didn't do anything to you. Even though you did stuff to my ancestors, I don't even hold that against y'all. I just know that one day you're going to be judged, just like one day I'm going to be judged. We all going to be judged. I don't think it's right what y'all did to us. No, I don't like it at all. I remember when we was kids in school, we used to have debates with the different races. And man, you talking about we used to be all in an uproar, because if you say something crazy and we sitting up talking about slavery, you know what I'm saying, we be ready to fight. We used to be ready to fight for real, because we knew what we was taught. We knew what we watched. And when I used to watch that stuff, I used to ask to go to the bathroom 100 times. My mama said, you come right back here and sit down and watch this. Man, I used to hate watching them dogs biting people and them water hose on people and stuff when we was watching them MLK, all the Martin Luther King movies. Man, that stuff used to get, I used to be crying. I used to be sad. So when I see that they doing this to our young black brothers and sisters out here, and people, children, you know what I'm saying, that's trying to make it and be somebody out of life. Most of these kids was some of them was getting ready to go to college. Some of them was just finishing high school. Trayvon Martin was 18? He was 16. Yep, 16. Or 15 or 16. But we don't know what he was going to turn out to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, y'all not giving people a chance. If you don't get along with me, if you jealous of me, move around. If you don't like me, like he was with all them people, and they said he could get along with anybody. Nolan was a very likable person, beautiful personality, they said, and he didn't treat people, you know what I'm saying, he treated people the same. So sometimes you can treat somebody nice, but the other person, always have a hidden agenda. Or a download, like a vendetta against you, and you don't even know it. Boss Jimmy, are you still here? I had checked earlier to see if Miss Carver was on. I kept checking before I actually came on live, but I didn't see that she was on. So I said, let me just come on for a little while. I know today is her birthday. I want to wish her a happy 71st birthday, Miss Carver. I hope you have a beautiful day. If you get this, get my notification, because I don't think you really ever been in my chat or whatever. But if you happen to see this live, just know that I did think about you today, and I'm wishing you a beautiful and blessed 71st birthday, and I hope you enjoy it to the fullest, because you deserve it. You deserve it, Queen. Enjoy yourself. Today is your day. Don't let nobody happy today, and be blessed, So that's just going out from me, from holding it down with Heidi P to Miss Cynthia Carver over there, Mrs. Cynthia Carver over there at the Carver's estate. Yeah, I'm wishing her the very best birthday and fabulous day she could have. So I don't see nobody else in here in my chat. And that's fine. I just came on for a little while. I wanted to have breakfast with you guys and just chit chat a little bit. But I don't have nobody to engage with. It's when I appreciate you, Boss Jimmy, and Lucinda coming in and chit chatting with me and stuff, And I know y'all not used to me really coming on that much. But that's fine. I guess the bigger, my support system go, the more I'll have people to engage with me in the chat. But I still don't let it bother me if ain't nobody in here. I really don't let it bother me. It just seems like you just talking to yourself. But I do know that people will catch my replay. If you didn't see this live, please catch my replay and watch my replay. I would appreciate that. Trying to get up to my 1,000 subscribers, and it took me a long time, and that's because I really wasn't on here consistently. So now that I have a lot of time, because I'm looking for a new job. I still got my job, but I'm looking for a better job that's more consistent. So I got a little time. So yeah, so I got a chance to get done some I didn't filled out about 3 or 4 applications this week. So I'm trying to I deal with Indeed. So just in the waiting game, I had to do some critique my my resume a little more, because it was something on there that I needed to add and something that I needed to remove. So I did that. And so I'm just in the waiting game, and then waiting on my job to give me some type of hours this week. And today is what, Thursday? So this week is almost over. I was supposed to work Monday, but the lady, the scheduler, I don't know what she did. She never replied back to my confirmation that I'll cover it. So that's water under the bridge. That happened on Monday. Today is Thursday. I'm on to a whole nother mission. So I'm going to be selling some dinners tomorrow. I'm going to sell some of my catfish dinners. And I'm going to have to take that fish out and get it all ready and thawed out and season it up real good and stuff and get it going. I do have an electric dual deep fryer. So I can do, I'm going to use both sides, both baskets to fry the fish in. And then I'll do the fries and stuff after I get the fish and stuff done. So I do have like another little fry daddy that I got. I can use do the shrimps like that. Not shrimps. Do the French fries in that separate, because I don't be wanting like the fish crumbs and stuff, the crust and stuff getting on the fries. So just want to have some nice, clean, fresh fries, and I don't want the fries to be tasting like catfish. So yeah, it's catfish fillet. So I'm gonna get my little text out for a few people that I see that might be interested. I already told one of my best friends that I'm gonna be doing it, so she can let her. She work in the summer camp in the summer when the school year is out. So when she told me she'll let me know who said they wanted a few dinners or whatever, and then I'll just deliver them to her. But other than that, the people that can drive and pick up their own, they could just come and pick up their dinners tomorrow. So, and I'm gonna have coleslaw for those who might eat it. So that's just like a give or take, cause some people don't eat coleslaw. And then I'm gonna give them a soda, canned soda, or either you can have a bottle of water, whichever one, cause a lot of people don't drink sodas. So that's how I'm doing that. I just gotta go. Like I said, I gotta run an errand in a little bit when I get dressed and stuff. I gotta I gotta go get some forks, some plasticware. So I need to get some forks because I done ran out of those. I only got a little bit, so you gotta have enough. You know, you gotta have enough material, your paper goods and stuff when you selling things too. Gotta make sure you got enough. I got my containers, and I got the little containers for the condiments to go in. So yeah, you just gotta make sure that that you. I don't want to push the I don't want to push the mute button by mistake. Put this syrup back. Yeah. Yes, it still looks so smoky and hazy out there, y'all. They say they supposed to last from Tuesday. Well, yesterday was Wednesday. It wasn't Tuesday, but from yesterday till tomorrow. So I hope it clear up. When I get out here, I'm gonna make sure I put that mask on my face and have my shades on, to protect my eyes, cause my eyes are very sensitive anyway. I have very sensitive eyes. They do water. You know, they water, but they just water for no reason. So I gotta protect my eyes and my mouth, my throat, cause it do. A lot of people are saying that it's starting to burn their throat when they go out there. I just listened to the lady on the radio say that. So you know, we just gotta when we gotta do something, you gotta do it, and just hurry up and get done with what you're doing and get back home. If I had to work, it depends on where I work at. Some sites I work indoors, but some sites when I work at the truck, the meat factory, then I have to be back and forth outside. So I would have been having to have my mask on even if I worked there this week. But it was another place where I just work indoors. You know, I don't have to be outside, and I wouldn't have to be subjected to all the smoke and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. I'm just trying to come on a little bit more regular since I got a little bit of time, and get me some watch hours and stuff like that, and hopefully you know, I'll get monetized real soon. It just takes a little time, and I took my time with it because, like I said, I just like to let stuff flow. And a lot of times, I didn't have a lot of time to come on all the time because I'd be working when I was working more consistently. But like now, I'm gonna try to come on a little bit more often. And I know a lot of people don't really, I guess, like my commentary, but it don't bother me. We all different. We all like to talk about different stuff. I mean, if I wanted to, I could talk about all the stuff that be going on in this sector. But I already watch it, and a lot of people already touch bases on that stuff. Like a lot of people talking about it on their channel. So I don't need to. I just come in there to laugh and go in their comments and chit chat and laugh. So I don't gotta talk about that stuff every time, you know, we come on here. I don't need to talk about that. Some of that stuff is just downright ignorant to me. Anyway, like, get a life. Like, everybody was made different. Everybody different. Like I always say, we all different. You do your thing and I do mine. And we still gonna laugh though. You know, that's just like everybody is entitled to laugh. We all have a sense of humor. God gave us these laughs. He said we're going to cry, we're going to be sad, we're going to be happy. You know, we have all the five senses that God gave us, so we're supposed to use them all. We all have an opinion. That don't mean that everybody's opinion is right, and it don't mean that everybody's opinion is wrong. You know, so yeah. Say everyone's opinion is just like having ass. We all got one. So, yep, we all got one. But yeah, I ain't in no big rush today. I'm just gonna sit back and chill. Um, no, I ain't finna. No, I ain't. I'm gonna get myself together and go take me a nice bath, put on my clothes, and get myself outside for a second, because I do want to go to that greenhouse. And the gardens over here wasn't open yesterday, so that means the whole, cause see, when they're closed, we can get in there, but we can't get access to the equipment. And I needed to have water my garden yesterday, my bed. So I went and looked at it because I can see it from the outside, and it still looked like it was kind of moist. So, but I need. We haven't been having no rain, so I need some rain to really help my my little stuff grow. You know, so yeah. I hate that I couldn't use. I think I got that other stuff. Yeah, my she said. Oh, that other 2 packs is in the, these are some peppers. But I did plant some peppers. But my watermelon, I really wanted that watermelon, but she said I had to start that like right way in the beginning of, I think they started doing this in the ending of May, I believe, or the beginning of June. So I was working a lot then, so I wasn't able to plant the watermelons at that time. But I really wanted that watermelon and that corn. I did. She said I waited a little bit too late, so that's fine. As long as I got my other stuff. Green beans, what else I did? Green beans, kale, I did the peppers, and I did some cucumbers. And then, like I said, I'm going to go get them tomatoes today. That's where I need to go. I'm going to go get those tomatoes. Let me go upstairs and get by the computer and see who on, because I know some people on probably, while I get myself prepared. Prepared for my day. Let's see. Let me see who on. Let me see who is on. Let me put my glasses on. See, somebody said my name. Oh, hey, Sweet and Sassy. Hey, D Classic. How you doing, D Classic? Good to see you in my chat, beautiful. So I hope everything is going all well with you. Happy Thankful Thursday to everybody. Happy Thankful Thursday, Sweet and Sassy. How you doing, boo? Welcome in, y'all. Y'all know when people put their glasses on to make your nose crooked and stuff, your nose be all smashed. So don't laugh at me. But yeah, because I got a nice little schnauzer right here. I got that from my daddy. My daddy nose is bigger than mine though, but I got the whole shape of his nose, so there's nothing I can do about it. He planted this one on me. It's hereditary, so yeah. So sometimes when I wear glasses, it be smashing my nose and stuff. I be like, girl, I didn't even know my glasses was looking like that all online. But oh well, it is what it is. Y'all know it, so y'all know it ain't my nose. My nostrils is the same size. They the same size. They not like old boy over there. It ain't nothing like his. Mm-mm. My nostrils is the same size. My nostrils. My nostrils the same size. So let me see. Let me see. Did Miss Carver come on yet? Cause that's the birthday queen. Oh, okay. All is well. Okay, sweet and sassy girl. You must be off today. I see Justice is on. Let me see. Let me look on my notifications. Lord, they be clowning on here, child. I was finna say, who in the world is Big Mama? She must be playing that song. I ain't gonna play it because I don't want no damn copyright warning. Yeah, I don't see Miss Carver ain't been on yet. But anyway, I'll catch her in a little bit. I wish I could find that news that I was telling y'all about the lady. I mean, about the a young girl that they claim unalived herself by hanging, and they know that's a dang on lie. It's a trip how we used to have all them avatars on our sector. Y'all remember these YouTube streets, these YouTube streets. She was a hot mess too. These YouTube streets. I remember her. I remember that one other one named what was her name? Something Cole. I remember her. Yep. We used to have so much stuff going on in our sector, a lot of entertainment, but we don't have that no more. It's like, some people doing their thing. Lady B, she had me laughing with her skits. I watched her yesterday when I was getting gas, when I had tuned in. After I came back taking care of some business, I went to get the gas and I seen she was on, so I caught the replay though. I be missing sometimes. I don't be right on point, depending on how your day go. But when I can't, when I don't catch the live, I always make sure that I catch the replay. Finna put some comments on. I know I took a picture, I took a screenshot of the young girl that I was talking about, but I will share that on my page. Cause if I look for it in my on my computer, I'm gonna have to go back some way, a little ways, because it'll be in my history somewhere. Yeah. It feel good up here now because my bathroom earlier this morning it was real smoky. I had to close the window too up here. I still got it cracked a little bit, but I still can smell that. That's crazy we going through this for a couple days. They said Canada and Minnesota. I'm going to read it to y'all, what we experiencing here from the news on YouTube. Let me see. Let me see here. sit up. Like all my boobs popping out. So let me see. How they put too much stuff on my face. What do I do with them glasses? Lord have mercy. Yeah, so yeah, been a lot going on though. I didn't miss the local news on my TV. So let me just go into the local news on YouTube because they be showing all our stuff on here too. There we go. All my local news. I just clicked on there. Just 1 minute, y'all. Why didn't it pop up on my news? Okay, now I want to do local. Yeah, they said that Minnesota and that's the U.S. news. Fox News. What a Fox? What a local news at? I'm gonna type it in. Okay. Ooh, my eyes is burning, y'all, from that smoke. That's crazy. Fox 6. Fox local, Atlanta, Detroit. I think this it right here. Should have said air quality. Yeah, I think that's it. Click on it.
I grew up in Washington County, and a few years back, I was in a car accident with my mom. I had an
City of
amazing experience with
Milwaukee.
Robert and Cannon Dunphy, and that care that I was able to receive from the settlement has really helped me to live a better day-to-day life.
Yep, here it goes.
Hello, I'm Rick. I'm an owner at Donovan and Jorgensen Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Tony. I'm an owner at Donovan and Jorgensen Heating and Cooling.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm an owner at Donovan and Jorgensen Heating and
Ooh,
Cooling.
y'all, this stuff got my eyes burning for real. Make you, it seems like I'm trying to get a headache, and I got the windows cracked, or it's closed in my room here. Just trying to let y'all hear what they saying about it. Then when I ain't looking for stuff, I find it right away.
David Muir, ABC's World News Tonight,
I don't
America's
want to hear
most
no
watched
world
newscast.
news.
Now streaming same day with all the breaking news
I'm
of
going
the
to the
day
weather.
on Disney Plus. Most watched, most trusted. Now on Disney Plus every night.
Tonight, the breaking news right now. Dangerous smoke from Canadian
Here it
wildfires
goes.
filling the skies across the U.S. The Midwest right into the Northeast at this hour. Hundreds of fires burning in Canada, triggering air quality alerts tonight. The storms at New York City. Bridge traffic disappearing
y'all hear
into
it?
the haze in Michigan. Authorities reducing speeds to 20 miles an hour. Niagara Falls in an orange glow. Stunning video tonight showing a freight train surrounded by flames. The crew calling
Dangerous
for help.
wildfire
Also
smoke
breaking tonight,
for
the
millions.
emergency playing out
Man,
right
my
now.
eyes
More
is
than a
burning,
foot of
y'all,
rain
for
falling,
real, straight
roads
up.
washed out.
I'm
Water
finna
rescues
find me some
underway. A tornado touching down
I got
in
some
Texas. Extreme heat
eye
across the
drops,
country and legal
but I don't got my
standing
allergy eye drops.
Too close for comfort. The images just in tonight. Dramatic video showing a low-altitude flyover by the famous Blue Angels just above a crowded beach. People screaming,
Oh my
umbrellas,
Lord,
tents, and
a
chairs
Blue
set
Angels
flying.
flyover
Late today, reports of a
on the
shooting
beach.
inside a supermarket. Authorities say there are
These
multiple
people is
victims.
crazy, y'all.
Tonight, the desperate search in
Shooting
San
inside
Francisco
of
Bay. People clinging to the
a
side of a
store.
boat. That boat sinking near Alcatraz during
It's
a
just
memorial
every day
service.
you hear.
At least
Like, I
one
don't be
person
wanting to hear
killed,
all the
three still
news, the
missing.
bad news,
Tonight,
but
the fireworks
I like to
on the
be
Hill
aware of
until
what's
President
going on
Trump's
around me,
cabinet
though.
nominees grilled
Some
by the
people say
Senate.
they don't watch the
Tonight, for the
news
first time,
because
we're hearing the
you don't
disturbing
hear nothing
moments
but
linked
bad
to that
stuff.
deadly
That's true,
ice
but
shooting in
shit, we
Maine.
still need to
President
listen to
Trump
some.
tonight saying
It's
we
probably
need
in
the
your
traffic
city. You know what I'm
stops.
saying? It could be
Tonight,
happening
breaking
right
news on
around you, and
Iran.
you
The
don't even
U.S.
know
launching
about it
its
because
third wave of
you
attacks
just
against
went
Iran in
outside
the
because
last
you didn't
24
even know that
hours.
it was going
And
on.
news
So
tonight on a meeting
you
in the
gotta watch
Situation
something
Room with the
sometime.
president, James Longman from the region. Here in the U.S., alarming video showing the moment two tree trimmers, brothers, plunged 45 feet to the ground. The monster shark on the move tonight, the 1,700-pound
Lord
great
have
white,
mercy,
where they
a
believe
shark?
it's going in the
Ooh,
Northeast.
it's a monster
And
shark,
the
they
World Cup
said.
thriller late today, Argentina beating
Lord
England
have
in the
mercy.
comeback. And the final
That's Jaws
showdown
then came
now
back. I
set.
guess Jaws then came back, y'all. Remember they had a Jaws 1, Jaws 2?
ABC News World
Let's
Headquarters
see.
in New York. This
I
is
don't want to really watch the news. I want to watch the
Good evening.
local.
We begin tonight here with the breaking news. Growing concern at this hour over air quality, dangerous smoke from Canadian wildfires filling the skies
So that's
across
what
the
they talking
U.S., the Midwest, and now right into the north tonight. At this hour, more than 800 fires are burning in Canada alone. That
Damn,
smoke now making
800
its way
fires is
into the
burning in
U.S.
Canada.
The haze over the Midwest and now the Northeast in the coming hours. Tonight here, the stunning images of a train surrounded by flames in Ontario, the crew calling for an emergency rescue. The thick smoke in Michigan, bridge traffic disappearing into the haze. Authorities reducing speeds there to 20 miles an hour. In New York City tonight, the Statue of Liberty barely visible through the smoke. Niagara Falls in an orange glow, just stunning. And late today, a storm sweeping through New York City, the city in darkness for a time during the storms and
That's
this haze.
in New York so
Lee
far.
Goldberg standing by with
Walking
us off with the
from
images tonight.
Minnesota.
Tonight, dangerous smoke from wildfires in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Making it the
Thank you,
upper Midwest
Sweet
and
Sassy. Don't
Northeast
get in
with
no
thick,
trouble, girl.
hazy air. The skies
Make that
bright
money,
orange.
baby girl.
Air quality alerts now up.
Oh,
for
you driving,
millions of people
Lucinda?
in more than a dozen
How was your
states.
event, Lucinda?
Boston.
Breathing's a little bit.
How was the event
next
you went
strain
to
than
yesterday for your, I think it was
Officials
for the
warning that with the
teachers, you
smoky
said?
and dangerous heat wave, people should limit their time outdoors. In Michigan, the
You looked
famed
so
5-mile
nice,
Mackinac
girl.
Bridge disappearing into the haze. Officials reducing speeds to 20 miles an hour. Earthcam video showing Niagara Falls enveloped in an orange cloud. Smoke also pouring in from multiple fires burning in Minnesota's
My
Superior
Lord, that's in
National
Minnesota.
Forest.
Ooh,
The
wee.
evacuation orders came,
Jesus.
and
Well, they not too, they only like 6 hours from
Scouts
me.
on a canoe trip
That's
forced
why
to
we getting all
evacuate
this
their
smoke and
food
stuff, y'all.
supplies. Those fires and over 800
Look at the fires.
more raging in Canada.
That's in Canada, my Lord.
Terrifying video out of Ontario capturing an apocalyptic scene. Flames surrounding a freight train. Amazingly, the crew on
Hear me, I hope I ain't pushed nothing.
Cased in flames now.
in the path of all that smoke, Toronto's air quality ranking the worst worldwide among major
Ooh-wee.
cities. David, those wildfires again creating these
Sure
hazy,
got my
almost
eyes burning,
apocalyptic-like
y'all.
images across the U.S. from that bridge there in Michigan to scenes like these in upstate New York. Officials are advising everyone to take extra precautions to brace for
That's what they
worsening
telling us,
conditions.
too.
It may only get hazier.
My
David, you
Lord.
can see the skyline there right behind
so
you. Matt Rivers
hazy
leading
out
us off
there.
tonight. Matt, thank you. Let's get right to ABC senior meteorologist Lee Goldberg. Of course, tracking the air quality dangers, the flash flood emergency in the south. But firstly, this
Now they talking
dangerous
about the
smoke and these
flash
storms late today in New York City.
flood in the south.
Skies are so muddy in New York City right now, David. I mean, it's air that you can wear and taste, and then it became a triple threat
Yep.
with a severe storms this afternoon in New York City with heavy
Lord, this is what we
clearing out the smoke, but it's coming
what
back
we
big
go
time.
through here
These storms, of course, fueled by the heat. And of course, the
in
heavy
the
smoke will
world.
actually take down temperatures tomorrow here, but the smoke is worse. The worst smoke tonight is across
And it's showing like
Wisconsin, northern Michigan. That heavy
you know
smoke
how
and air quality, it's coming back into the Northeast, Philly,
the
New York City,
light
Boston, goes
is
right to the
showing
end of
light,
the week.
medium,
To
heavy,
the flash
very
flooding,
heavy,
it's 2 nights in a
extreme.
row for the Texas Hill Country. A high risk for life-threatening
Ooh.
flash flooding, rainfall rates to 3 inches an hour, rising river levels. We got flash floods washing out roadways. This is going to go into tomorrow locally up to 15 inches of
Lord
additional
have
rain
mercy,
in the Texas
Jesus.
Hill Country.
So
David,
some people
concerned
having
about that as
flash
well.
floods
Thank you.
down
As we
south in
mentioned, this
Texas
emergency
and all
unfolding
different
in
places.
Texas at this hour. We do remain on the scene tonight of these life-threatening floods. Dramatic water rescues underway
Lord
right
have
now.
mercy. So
And a
they didn't want
confirmed
to talking about
tornado
the
touching
smoke,
down in San Antonio.
the
Faith
floods.
Louie
Now
in
they talking
Texas
about
tonight.
tornadoes and carrying on.
Tonight, swift water rescue boats out
My
in
Lord,
force.
y'all.
Roads washed out and towns cut off.
What can we
amid
do
multiple flash flood
but keep
emergencies
ourselves
in the
safe
Texas.
and then take their instructions? Cause some people hard headed too. When it be when it be natural disasters going on, they be hard headed. They tell me to stay my ass in the house, I'm gonna stay in the house. If I don't gotta really get out there, I ain't getting out for no reason. And that greenhouse might be closed. I just thought about because it was closed yesterday.
Is stepping down as general manager of the Detroit Red
Let me
Wings.
turn this
Thanks for
down.
joining us this noon. I'm Rhonda Walker. Sure is the talk of the town right now. The team made the announcement today, a little bit earlier, saying that Iserman
Let me
will
see.
move into a senior advisor.
Milwaukee leaders is talking about the air quality. But yeah. But yeah, y'all. Oh, that's our mayor. That's our mayor, Cavalier Johnson.
So what I'm going to do now is pass it over to my Mr. Rice. You put forward five different
You know, I grew up here. I was born and raised in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I do kind of remember like when I was a kid, they used to have little smoke advisories out. And the air quality used to be kind of bad sometimes. And with me living right by the Hostess Donuts, Hostess, we lived around Pabst Brewery, and we lived around Ambrosia where they made the chocolate factory downtown. So all of that being right in my neighborhood, right around right there, like we could actually walk to all the places I named. And it used to be smoky sometimes too, and stinky. The air used to stink because with the yeast of the donuts and the beer and stuff had yeast. That stuff did not mix. It used to be stinking so bad, y'all. And we had a bridge where we used to have to walk across the bridge to go to the stores like Woolworths. We had fruit. We used to call it the fruit. We used to call it the fruit ranch, where you can go buy fresh fruits. And my mother and them used to buy all their vegetables, greens, and all that stuff. It was amazing that this man remembered me as when I was a little girl. He worked. He's still living. He worked at Pick and Save, which is Kroger's, but he worked at Kroger's, and he was putting doing the greens like he used to do when I was a kid. And it was about 6 years ago. And he said, I remember you. I remember your face. He said, wasn't your mama named Della? And I said, yes. And she still was living at the time. He said, ain't your mama named Della? I said, yes, that's my mama. He was like, and what's your name again? And I said, Heidi. And he was like, little Heidi. He said, you still look the same. And I'm looking at him like, you do too. It's just like he just was a little older, with a little gray and stuff, but his actual face still looked the same. And he was the produce man at the fruit ranch when I was a kid. And he used to be putting everything, out for my mother and them, fresh greens and snap string beans and all that kind of stuff. And just cause we live up north don't mean we don't eat country, y'all. We all got some country roots. I know I do. My on my daddy's side, and then my mama from here, but her dad was from Little Rock, Arkansas, and my dad and them is from Mississippi, Mississippi. But they from Kosciuszko. But yeah, so it's in my blood, you know. My mom always say you can take a ninja out the country, but you can't take the country out the ninja. So you know it's in my blood. So yeah, we eat good. We eat all kind of stuff too. We eat pork. I eat pig feet. I eat chitlins. Love me some greens. Love me some ham hocks, baby, and some beans, some pinto beans. I love my black eyed peas and my okra. I always make that for New Year's Day and pig feet and stuff. But yeah, we gets down up here too now. We gets down. It ain't just the South. They know how to cook now. Like I said, my mom and them, they were all good cooks, all of them. And my daddy and them, they was too. My daddy could throw down before he had his stroke, and my dad on his white side, he became paralyzed. But yeah, he used to cook some good old greens. They used to be so they used to be so greasy, but they was good. He liked putting salt pork in his greens. My mama always used to put smoked neck bones when we was little. And then I start coming out the smoked neck bones, and I start doing like smoke. I like smoke turkey tails in my greens. They be so flavorful and good. Yeah, I came out a lot of that like smoked neck bones. And then I still like neck bones every now and then though, regular neck bones, and I make neck bone soup like you would make a stew. My mother taught us how to well she make used to make that when we was little with the potatoes and the vegetables, and then you get your tomato sauce and paste and all that kind of stuff and season it up real good with your meaty. The neck bones got to be real meaty though, so I make that in the winter time. That's another like winter meal, and you can freeze it and keep it in the freezer for a little while, and you know whenever you want to get it, don't let it stay in there too long. Cause I did that before, and I was like, man, it been in here too long. So I guess you could freeze for at least about a month or so, yeah, no longer than a month. But yeah, they talking about the air quality and what people need to do or whatever with it. So like I said, I'm in the house. I got my little fan blowing in my room. I got the air on now. So I do feel the air. And I see we got a breeze today outside. The trees is while as I look out my window, the trees is blowing, but it's still getting the smoke still seeping in. I gotta go in the other bedroom too and see. I think I got that window cracked too. Yeah, it's breezy out there today though. So what y'all got planned for this Thursday, Thankful Thursday?
Without the onshore wind, that's probably sending it to some of our.
I knew it was on regular TV.
But again, the idea overall is still there that we
Marquette,
should start to see
Rhinelander,
some improvements
Green Bay.
to the day tomorrow.
It's all the way further up from me. That's where the Green Bay Packers play at, Lambeau Field. So that's about, I think it's about a 7, 6, no, about a 4-hour, 3-hour drive from Milwaukee.
Wind steering that would bring it
And Minneapolis is way over on the side. And that's a trip how it's in the corner.
So it's going to be kind of short windows where we have to kind of keep you updated on
Trying to show it.
the forecast.
So there go Minneapolis,
But again, just
and that's
keep in
when
mind
it's part of
common sense,
Minnesota.
fires
And
are
then
still
here
fires,
go
will probably be
where I
battling
live
this
at,
least periodically
right
over the
here.
next couple of weeks. So
So that's a little ways. It's like a 6-hour drive, but so yeah. Man, this is crazy, man. We go from extreme heat. We go from extreme heat to this. I say we go from one thing to the next.
Exactly what we need.
One extreme to the next, y'all.
Again,
We
it's
was
not
in the
because
90s,
of all the wildfire smoke, but that's
and today
what
only
we
gonna be
highlight. So we've
79.
got
That's the
70s for a
coolest
lot
that
of
we
the
done
states,
had.
still 87 La
I
Crosse,
see
89
Chicago,
Chicago,
89.
one spot still mostly mid-80s there. And we'll continue to track.
So yeah, so it's
the
better than
smoke
90,
and
so
the heat as
shit.
we go through the afternoon. But I
Cause
think we're steady
it
late
been, baby,
cycles.
it's
Temperatures
getting
certainly
hot
more
in
inland.
here.
But
So
again,
take
the
off
wildfire
all
smoke
your
will
clothes.
continue.
I am
Change for
getting
showers and
so
storms.
hot. I don't wanna take my clothes off. I'm telling you that one day, what was that? Today is, so Tuesday I had on a swimming suit with some shorts. Sure did. I like my skin to be exposed when it's summertime. I've been like that since I was a little girl. When I get hot. Yeah, this window was cracked in here. Ooh wee. Yeah, I had to raise that baby down, baby. I gotta get spray up here. I know I took that other one to work one day, being nice. Deodorizer, germs and stuff. Yeah, it's like, man, it's natural stuff that happen. We can't do nothing about it. We can't do nothing about it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to the store. Now, put that on my little errand list too. I gotta go get me some more sprays. I'll keep some down here. These some Freebird Febreze. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna spray this upstairs. Let me see if this on. Yeah, sometimes my Wi-Fi, when stuff going on. This girl is sitting outside in this smoke. My neighbor knows she will sit outside. She would know she would sit outside, child. I don't see how she's sitting out there in this smoke. She's sitting on her porch. Lord have mercy. Guess her eyes ain't burning, but I know if my eyes is burning inside, her eyes should be burning on the outside. Straight up. That's not be sitting up there in my eyes. So my eyes burning in my house, so our eyes should be burning inside and out. Trying to spray a little taste in here, y'all. Oh Lord. That it smell like somebody burning a fire. Burning some stuff like the wildfire. Like they doing it here. But it's all coming from Minnesota. I'm just spraying Febreze. But I'm gonna give me some good stuff. I took that to work. Cause they don't be having no stuff for germs. And some people be sick going to work and I don't be wanting to take their germs. Get their germs. So I be taking stuff from home sometimes when they don't have no type of things for us to use at work. I start bringing that and some wipes, antibacterial and for germs and stuff. Wipes to wipe down everything, because I work with a lot of men up there at the one site with the trucks and stuff, and they don't, men ain't as clean as women. So I used to be dusting everything down, the TV, the computers, the refrigerator, the microwave. I clean that out because they don't do nothing. And then I be wiping down my area, the table and stuff where all our stuff sit on. I'm like, and we be eating and snacking there. I'm like, y'all, they just be nasty and trifling. I ain't saying all men, but the men up there at that site, they trifling and lazy as hell. And who don't want a clean work environment? You want your house to be clean, you should want your work environment and station to be clean also. And then I be wiping up the company phone too. The earpiece and the whole complete phone itself, where the keys and stuff is at. Like, y'all nasty, y'all be coughing and sneezing coming to work with bad colds and stuff, and y'all think people want to get sick. I don't want to get sick. I be trying to keep from getting, real sick. Sometimes, people just they just pass their joint. Then I be wiping down the chairs, all our chairs. We had them office chairs that spin, but I wipe all that stuff down before I sit down. I do all of that before I sit down and start doing what I do at work, cause ain't nobody trying to be sick. Like I said, they nasty. They won't even. Then I had put a sign up, please take the garbage out after each shift, cause I don't want to come there and then it's a bunch of garbage in the garbage can. I'm the one have to change it because I'm not gonna just, I be wanting to use it too. So I don't. It already be piled up. Like all y'all gotta do is wrap it up. Now they do keep garbage bags for us all the time, but then all you gotta do is take the garbage out. The garbage is right out. You walk a little ways, open up the door, and there's the big garbage can outside, and the maintenance people get it out of there. But other than that, it's simple to just clean up behind yourself. But I'm like, damn, talking to them is like talking to my own children, and they grown now. So ain't nobody finna be just sitting up keep on talking to them grown men. They should know. They should know. They just lazy. Like I said, lazy as hell. I don't see how they girlfriends. I know if you ain't taking out the garbage behind yourself at work, and you didn't put all kind of microwave food in here, popcorn, chips, all that bags and sodas and waters and all that filled to the top. I know how your house look. You ain't taking out the garbage at your house. A man's supposed to take the garbage out. I don't care what nobody say. If you got a husband or you got big grown men, kids, male kids that live with you, they should take the garbage out. I know mine's did. Mine's took that damn garbage out because I could smell garbage. If I open up my door coming from work and open up my door and smell garbage, I know that they didn't take it out. I used to be on my kids' butt, okay? Don't y'all smell the garbage? Take it out, please. Take the garbage out. I shouldn't have to come home and smell no garbage. Yeah, they said, dang, mama knows. Mama can smell good. I said, sure can. Shit, don't y'all smell it? But yeah, that's remind me of when my kids was still at home and they was young. That's what them men at work remind me of. You gotta tell them. Like, that's ridiculous. Don't y'all smell the garbage? Or, somebody probably made some, like I make boiled eggs. I bring boiled eggs to work sometime. And don't nobody want to smell that, boiled egg smell. So I make sure after I get done, I wrap mine up in the bag and I throw it to the garbage can out, the main garbage can outside. I don't even throw my boiled eggs because you know how they smell. Boiled eggs smell like fart, smell like poop. So yeah, so I make sure I do that. Or if I like say you bring some sardines or you eating tuna fish, just have some respect and consideration for other people that relieve you and come in. Nobody want to smell all that kind of stuff when they come to work. It's crazy, crazy work. Ain't nobody else on here. Well, that's fine. Nobody else coming in to say hi. But like I said, if you subscribe to my channel. If you're not, please subscribe. Push that like button and tell a friend to tell a friend. I appreciate it. And that was the news on my TV, playing that little music from the commercial YouTube. So please do not blame me for that noise. I'm gonna put this on mute, because I did just hear the news and the commercial music that comes on with the news. So even though I can't get no strike or nothing. I'm not even monetized, but I can get those warnings, those little warnings. But I ain't doing nothing, y'all. I done ate my breakfast and now I'm ready to take me a bath. It's like I'm not really in no rush and stuff to go outside, because with all this smoke, and I do have allergies I don't have health issues, but I have allergies. You know, real major health issues. But I do have allergies and stuff. Cause like I said, my ears is my eyes burning and my nose kind of getting stuffy a little bit. But I did try to close all the windows up here and downstairs. I did. What's this? Oh, they. Oh, okay. They saying they got some more updates on Nolan Wells. GPS proves real boat. So I guess they trying to say who is this on? That's on Chronicle Speaks. Yeah, it's a lot of craziness going on. Wow. Hey, Black Coffee, how are you? Welcome in. If you would push the like button, I would appreciate it. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't have much engagement going on over here because I'm just a little small channel. And so don't too many people do no engagement with me. It's just like I be just like doing a video and just be talking. Like that's why when I started off doing a lot of videos on StreamYard and all that kind of stuff. Cause you know I was not out here too much. So very much so I started doing videos, and so you don't have to really nobody people can still come in the comment area, but it wasn't no chat. So yeah, but I'm not gonna be on here much longer, y'all. Um, cause I do want to listen to this latest thing they talking about with Nolan. Who is that? About a boat. Uh, who is? Let's see. Y'all see? Did y'all hear about the senator? What's his name? I didn't care nothing about him at all, but he passed. He was so racist. He passed. Yeah, Lindsey Graham. hmm Yeah, he said a lot of little cruel things over the years about us blacks, but that's okay. May the Lord have mercy on his soul. That's it, and that's all. Hey, Lady B. You said you driving, just wanted to stop through and show you some love. Hey, chat. You speak to everybody individually. Yes, I tried to speak to everybody. But welcome in and thank you for tuning in, Lady B. I tried. I got sweet and sassy, Beverly, and nobody else has said anything to me ever since before you came on here. Love and Lucinda said she was driving. She came in earlier. So I only had a few people. I spoke to everybody that came in. The boss Jimmy, I don't know what happened to her. She probably had gotten busy or whatever. But did you see whether or not Miss Carver been on yet for her birthday? Cause I've been looking for her ever since this morning before I actually came on my live, and I noticed that she's not here. She's not on. So maybe she's doing something with the family first, and she'll be on later. Um, I know she was on last night. What? It's a lot of interesting topics. So when I come back on, I'll be talking about the updated stuff on Nolan Wells. I like really hearing it on like the main stuff before I start listening to like some of the content creators. I like listening to off like straight off the press, the news and stuff like that first. So I'm gonna go back here to my boy Don Lemon and catch up on what they saying about this boat situation. Like, did he fall off the boat? I don't know. It must be saying he fell off the dang on boat. Or did he get pushed off the boat? Ain't no telling. He ain't. They said he could swim. He was a good swimmer. So sometimes it depends on the water. You could be a good swimmer. You still can drown. But I just feel that it was some foul play. That's my own opinion. I did do my copyright earlier, but yeah, my disclaimer. But yeah, I think that it was some foul play involved, and that's my opinion. And nothing you can do about it. Yeah, that's sad, man. Who is that? Let me push. Let me go back to him. New details. Okay. Yep, so there's some new details Don Lemon got. I guess from it looked like TMZ. He got it from there. So let's see what they talking about. My breakfast was pretty good. I enjoyed that. So I ain't gonna have to eat till later on. I usually, if I eat breakfast, I won't eat lunch, and I'll eat dinner. But I'm a breakfast person. I love my something in the morning. I gotta eat breakfast to function, even since I was a kid.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Welcome to the program. Happy that you're here. Man, we have a big show for you this morning.
Oh, okay. Her grandbaby just left. Hey, Chrissy, welcome in, honey. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Cause it's 12:40 here, so I know it's 1:40 your time.
That's the news from us. They're getting ready.
Yeah, I was telling them earlier. We under a
TMZ has been really great.
quality air alert. We have smoke from the wildfires from Canada, Minnesota, and all different cities been affected with it. So I showed it earlier on how it looked on my computer. But yeah, and I also went outside and showed people how hazy it is out here. So I had to raise my windows down because it's making my eyes burn. And it started yesterday around 7 o'clock. So yeah, it's amazing how you could be many miles away, but it still affects your city. So that's what we under. They's telling people to to make sure they use their mask when they go outside. For anybody that's got health issues with their lungs, asthma, anything else that's lung related, to stay inside if you don't need to get out. If you do, make sure you have on a mask. So I said, I'm gonna make sure I put my shades on because I'm a shade person anyway. But I'm gonna make sure I got my shades on and my mask on when I go out because I need to go and do a few little things, and then I'm gonna bring my behind right back home.
Wants to be the director of national intelligence.
I'm just trying to find out what he's talking about.
Admit who won the 2020.
Okay.
6:06. Later that night, the boat
he got a boat
launch here at Fort Bayou and was pulled out of the water and taken back to the owner's home in Biloxi. Now, a DMR report also says that the owner of the boat, his mother,
I'm gonna let y'all hear this.
person with Wells
This the update.
are all cooperating with the investigation. Now, this doesn't, are all cooperating. Left land.
And Nolan was not on that boat. CBS has confirmed
They said he wasn't
that
on the boat.
separately, and the GPS data does nothing to dispute it. A report now from ABC News.
Mississippi Department of Marine Resources releasing the GPS
This is a local
data.
report. This is the local report. Sorry about that. WLOX.
Mississippi Department of Marine Resources releasing the GPS data of where the boat that Nolan Wells was on July 4th and its whereabouts on that day, just to kind of narrow down that timeline a little bit more. Here's what we know from the data. 9:56 a.m. the boat left land and then went towards Horn Island, which had arrived around 11:14 a.m. Then the GPS data says that the boat left the island around 4:31 p.m. before traveling into Fort Bayou and returning to the dock at 6:06. Later that night, the boat went to the boat launch here at Fort Bayou and was pulled out of the water and taken back to the owner's home in Biloxi. Now, a DMR report also says that the owner of the boat, his mother, and one other person with Wells are all cooperating with the investigation. Now, this doesn't necessarily point to one person or point to anything in particular, but now there's concrete evidence of when and where the boat was at what times. We have heard reports that the boys left the island right around at 4:30, and now that's starting to, that is being backed up now. We'll see exactly what this does for the investigation as time continues.
Okay, so again, I think this will be very helpful to the investigation because it gives them a real timeline. Before it was, well, we left around this time, they think they left around this time, we came back around this time, and we headed to leave around this time, we don't know, blah, 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 right? But this is a record now.
Wow.
Right, this has stopped being speculation in the moment. This is public, it is a record, the boat returns to...
I gotta do my, I do that fetch. I heard Miss Carver say she do fetch too, yeah, so I just used one of my gift cards on Amazon,
And then at 7:19
yesterday.
it head out to...
I gotta do the rest of my, I got a whole lot of them downstairs in my book.
And from there, the data shows...
But yeah, so yeah, y'all, I ain't finna stay on here much longer. I just wanted to give me some watch hours. I see I'm at 1.47. Yeah, hour and 47 minutes. Now an hour and 48 minutes. Hope I don't got no booger in my nose.
I want to walk you through this slowly because
y'all know y'all.
The whole thing here. Left at 4:31.
Y'all say Heidi had a big old booger in her nose and won't even tell me, girl, get that booger out your nose. Don't lie. Let me know. Let me know. Let Heidi P know. But yeah, I ain't doing nothing, guys.
This boat was in motion
I'm a little tired. Chrissy, how you been doing, girl? I see you been hanging out at the beach, girl. Do your thing, girl. I know that was real nice and romantic. Yeah, you know, it's nice to when you have a significant other where you guys enjoy each other's time and go somewhere, for peace and you know what I'm saying, tranquility and stuff like that. Tranquility rather. That's nice. That's real nice, to enjoy some me time with each other. So, girl, yeah, kudos to you, girl. I seen you showing, a little bit, showing how the water looked that one day, couple days ago and stuff. It looked beautiful. Yeah, so I hope you really enjoyed yourself, Chrissy. You deserve it, girl. Oh, yeah, I know you enjoyed yourself, sweetheart. That's good. I be glad when the Lord bless me with a good one, child. I got a few friends, like I said, but I don't really share a lot of my, like if they come by or I do something with them, I don't share them. I don't put them on Facebook yet or YouTube yet. If I'm in a relationship, yeah, but some people really don't want to be on social media, and I got friends. Some of my friend guys are private type of men, and that's the way I am too. So I'll show what I want to show. Like if we was at a festival or something like that, I'll show that type of stuff. But just like our intimacy time and stuff, nah, I would never show none of that. Probably if we just eating or something, or we just out kicking it. But other than just chilling at the house. I don't even be thinking about no social media, girl. We be off into one another, so yeah, it's just certain things you can share and certain things you can't. You know, it ain't everybody business because that's when people start hating on you. The more they see, the more they hate. Okay, they talking about this other lady
And now
talking
NBC
about
News has obtained new
the
audio, part
boat.
of a records request of a call made to a private towing company by some of Nolan's friends.
We're thinking, can y'all please call?
A mom of one of those friends wrote last week that the group left without Nolan when their boat began malfunctioning and that Nolan decided to stay on the island.
Is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's off the way.
As Nolan's family waits for answers, they've learned the case will be presented to a grand jury once the investigation is complete. The DA telling NBC News that's standard
I believe
procedure
somebody
for
pushed that
cases
boy out
dealing
that
with
boat.
unknown causes of death and not an indication that a crime was committed.
Oh, I forgot to get those.
Okay.
I forgot to get my eye drops.
That's it. I don't know. There was a call. I'm not exactly sure exactly what the call was for. I think they said they were taking on
I forgot to get my eye drops.
Charles from TMZ, as we call him, that's his last name to us, but it's Montevideo, joins us now from the TMZ headquarters in Los Angeles. Charles, thank you so much for joining us. You guys have been doing a great job on this story, and we appreciate it. You joining us this morning.
Yeah, thanks.
I got my other thing.
What do you make of this new information about the GPS and then this apparent call for taking on water, this call for help,
This ain't gonna work.
Yeah, the call for help, I really don't know what to make of that. What time was that at, Don? What time was that call at?
I think that call was it earlier in the morning, Andy?
This
that the call
TMZ
happened?
now.
Correct?
And not John Lennon.
I believe so. I'm going to check.
Yeah, we're going to check it and play it for you because it was.
Yeah.
Again, there's a lot of confusion around exactly when the call for help was. We know with the GPS data that tells us exactly, where they were going. But
yeah,
that call for help, I'm not sure if they were going back to, to land or if they were going out to Horn Island.
Right. I mean, either way, there have been enough witnesses who've come forward that we know that Nolan made it out to Horn Island and that he was there at some point in just before noon or around noon and then into the afternoon. We've spoken to people who saw him out there. So I'm not sure how much the GPS data really moves the case at all because there's no question that
So they saying he was still on the boat.
Did get to Horn Island.
And the boat did get to the island and everything. So
that boat after it left Horn Island.
Point Island. That's where he went.
That's the point. He was not on that boat. Where was he? And that's the issue here is what happened. Who was he with on Horn Island?
Island.
And when was he left there? Or was there some conflict?
They're trying to figure out when was he left there, and what happened to
figure that
him.
out. Now the video that was on TikTok where you heard people arguing.
Was it a conflict
said,
that
might have been Nolan.
came
Multiple
about?
people have come forward
It's
and said
crazy, y'all. You can't even trust your children to go nowhere nowadays. Like, if your kids go to an island and stuff like that, that's just like the young lady, Ashley, that was with the, that had got engaged by that guy. I did some little stuff on that too.
So all of these things
and went to
look, I get why there's so much interest in this.
Went to Africa and South Africa. I forgot the name of the place, but
so far,
it's just like you can't even trust your kids to go somewhere and come back safely. Just like Sanquilla, what was her last name? Was it Robinson?
Adds to the question.
But yeah, it's crazy, man.
After the friends left on the boat, who was
it is just too crazy.
And what happened?
Can't trust you see your babies, you give them a hug and tell them to have a good time. Give them a hug and a kiss or whatever, and then you don't see your child no more. Like, they don't even come back. Like, what?
And then the next thing is them finding his body on July 6th.
Why is people so hateful?
We just, the authorities are puzzled.
So evil.
And the part of this that they said is the most difficult is Horn Island is not it's not a tourist area.
Horn Island's not a tourist area.
Stores or shops or services.
So it's not very many people around, no buildings.
Sandbar, really.
Wow.
And so there are no cameras out there. So any information that the authorities are going to get about Nolan's whereabouts after the boat left has to come from people who were there.
Yeah. Charles, it says that, and we'll put it up on the screen, but it says at
This gonna be an ongoing thing for a long time. Because if I was his parents, I would let them sweep this under the rug. I just keep on and keep on pushing this until they find out what really happened to my child. See, that's where parents go wrong. They give up. No, don't give up. Keep fighting for your babies. Don't let them have their way. Just somebody was an accident. What they breaking it down now though, y'all. They didn't find out about the boat he was on, and then all of a sudden he ain't on it no more. So they breaking it down every day. They getting bits and pieces. More and more stuff is coming out that the authorities in Mississippi is not talking about. Yeah, they breaking it on down now. Ben Crump them and everybody with Al Sharpton and all them, they really is taking this to heart. They really is not trying to get this to be one of them things where they just say, okay, well, they didn't get no justice. No, this family is taking their time, and they all going through this like with a fine tooth comb, and they is taking their time with this, and I like that part. Y'all just keep on standing on their head, on their necks. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep asking for new data, new boat data, and new audio has come out for all of you that's watching the Nolan Wells
speculation, but
case
and story. This is the update. Breaking news. TMZ has reported on it, and Don Lemon is sharing TMZ's report, and they also are collabing together. So yeah. So and then also Roland Martin. That's another channel that's following it. So if you are interested in this type of stuff, I am interested when one of our black children, get out here, and then they trying to act like it was just something that just was accidental, and we know that no, it's something that really happened to him. Yeah, I'm interested in that kind of stuff because I got two black young men that go travel too as well, and if something happened to mine, I want to know what happened. I don't want them to just tell me, oh, it was just an accident. What you mean it was just an accident? Show me the footage that it was just an accident. Let me see what happened to my children. Like, you just can't keep on taking their word, because this is what we've been through history. Y'all do all this stuff to these to our ancestors and to people's loved ones, and we never find out what really happened until years later. No, it ain't one of them. This is the new and improved way of living right now. Like, this a new generation. Ain't nobody got time to be hearing y'all talk about it's just don't matter to y'all, or it didn't happen to your children, so y'all don't care about it. Nah, we care. We care, even though it's like
about race being involved.
We all have children. We all know what it is. We was once a child ourselves. Like, people need to take accountability. What really happened? Who was there? Who did what? And what really happened? If y'all really had a dispute over something, did y'all push him in the water? Did he fall in the water? Like, what happened? We want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
But this issue of race has really captured people's interest, and maybe it has something to do with it or not. But it's
that make me not want to go out of town. Shit, and I'm old. Shit, I don't want to go out of town while I'm older. I don't want to go out of town like that, either in them tropical islands and stuff. Y'all ain't finna leave me and throw me in there and to the sharks. I be thinking about that kind of stuff. Like, you want to go in groups, but you also don't really know, like, if it's people that you ain't been around all your life. See, I'll be more
like anywhere.
comfortable if I go with
But
like
it's not like
people that I've been knowing for years,
we've
my
heard
best
from
friends
people who spoke
or
to
family
Nolan's,
members. I don't want to be going with just
in high
people I
school.
just
He
know
said
from
that
school
Ocean
or
Springs is
people
not a
that
place where
that I'm on a
you
team
generally
with, you
have
know, for something
people
like he
clash
was on
over
foot.
race,
A lot of them
and
was
that
his
Nolan got
his
along with everybody
football
regardless of
the
race,
football team,
and
so he
that
knew them
was
that way or
generally how
whatever.
things were
But
in that town.
I
I
don't
also
want to
think
be
it's,
around
if
people
you
that I
want to
really
take
didn't
the
know for a
lead
long,
of
many
Nolan's
years.
parents, and I
Going to
know
no
it's
tropical island
difficult
and
because
going to different
you know
places
people
like
watching
that
this from
because as
other
we
parts of the
see,
country
a lot of
are
these people is not
wanting their
making
own
it back
opinions about
alive.
what's
You
going
know what I'm
on,
saying?
and I'm
So
sure some of that
yeah,
is,
so that's
pardon
something
the
to think
phrase,
about.
colored
So
by
even with
the fact that it
myself,
happened
being the
in
age I
Mississippi,
am, I have to be
and people
careful where
have
I go.
perceptions
I don't know about y'all,
about
but I got to be careful where I go
Mississippi,
and who I go with.
accurate or not.
And I wouldn't dare go to a
So
tropical
that's what
island
we
by
outside
myself. A lot of people
Ocean
do that.
Springs are thinking.
I ain't
But
going
it
way to
sounds
no
like in Ocean Springs, they're
Jamaica
not
or
making a
Puerto
big deal about race.
Rico or
Yes, people
Mexico
have
or
questions, and you've heard
Dubai
Nolan's parents
or
saying,
nowhere like
we want
that
to know, we
tropical
want a complete investigation. We
by
want to know that
myself.
the police are dealing with this the same way
Not
they
by
would
myself.
for any other kid if it was a white kid
And
who
I'm
was
not
missing.
going with like
But
people that
they're
I
not
don't
saying
really know
necessarily,
and
these
trust
parents are
that
not
good.
leaning into
So
whatever happened to
everybody
Nolan
different, but you
happened
know what I'm
because
saying? I
of
got
race. They just
God
don't know,
gave
and
me
they seem to be,
I have a very, very
willing
strong
to wait.
discernment for certain things.
Okay,
So,
yeah, I
yeah.
want to play this. I think it was the last question that you guys asked him, at least
He
in the
gonna,
video.
I'm gonna let y'all
It
listen
sounds
to
like
this
that we
last
have.
question and then I'm
And
gonna
if
go
we
on
have
and
that,
click
let's
off.
roll it.
Look, there's a reality to life these days. Was there racial tension at the school? I mean, you were
TMZ.
certainly able to observe, and it's something people are talking about. You know, and whether it's a factor at all or not. You know, was there racial tension at the school?
No, I don't think it was no racial intention at the
I
school.
saw
You know,
this
from my
coach
experience,
a couple
because
days
you
ago.
you have predominant white school, you have black kids there, and they all played and grew up together and got along. Now some stuff might have happened that I didn't see. So, I can't speak wholeheartedly on it, but from what I did see, it was a tight-knit community, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those friends are something, done something to him, in my opinion. That's what I think too, Chrissy. That's what I think too. Yep, that's the best thing to do is to keep your relationship private.
Yeah. So look,
I don't mind, showing just a little, like having a little, doing a little blog, what they call them, vlog, or something like that. But no, you're not finna just be knowing what me and my significant other do. When I do have one, like I said, I even have good guy friends, and I don't show them like that. Not even on Facebook.
Who knows?
Ain't none of your business
The big question
who I'm
is,
dating.
who was, when the friends were gone, who was
I tell the
Nolan
people
with?
that,
Because
like my best friends, they
that's
all know
really
who I
where
date,
you
my
wanna
kids,
be
stuff like that. But other than that,
suspicious of what happened to him, right?
and I
Because
tell my
by
kids
all
because
accounts,
just
when
in
the
case
friends left,
something may
Nolan
happen to me,
was
and
okay.
so they know who I
He
be
was
with if I go
alive, he
somewhere
was
with
fine.
somebody.
So something
That's
happened
the only
after they
reason
left
why
at
they
4:30,
they
and
met a
because
few of my
no one
guy
has come
friends over
forward
these
to
last
say
years.
what
But
they
other than
saw,
that,
we're all left
you ain't gotta know all my
speculating,
business. And I was like that even in high school.
most cases,
I kept my
thinking the
business to
worst.
myself. We did things out of school. When we got out of school,
thank you,
on
Charles.
the
Look, if you
guys
guys
that
have any
I
information, you guys
used to
know
be
that
my
we partner
boyfriends,
with
we used to
you as much
go
as possible and get you
bowling
let
and
us
all
have
that
full
kind of
this is
stuff.
very
People didn't
important. We've
even
been
know
covering
it.
the story, and the engagement
Because
has
I
been,
only told my
surprised by the
my best
engagement
friends
and the interest
little
in this
stuff. We
story.
all shared that stuff with each
Yeah,
other.
it's
But no, I
I think
used to
everybody
be
looks
telling
at it
all
and
my
they
business.
kind
So
of
I
put
always
themselves.
been like that.
If you're white,
I'm
you look at it,
private
you
when it
think a
comes
certain
to
way. If
that.
you're black, you look at it a certain way. And if you're just someone who thinks about going out and doing things with your friends when you're in high school or college,
And
you
then
think
if I
about
do say I
how it
went
would have gone
somewhere,
for you. And I think that's why
it'd be
everybody
like the
relates
next day.
to this story.
I'd be like, oh
Charles from
yeah, me
TMZ.
and
Charles
such
will
and
be
such,
watching
we went
TMZ
to,
live later
do this
today,
and do that.
and we
He
appreciate
took
you
me
joining
here, he
us.
took me there,
Come back
yeah.
soon.
But
Say hello to
I ain't
Harvey and
finna
the
be
rest
all
of the gang.
showing it
Appreciate it.
on Facebook
Will
and
do.
stuff
Thanks,
and
Tom.
showing it on
Thank you very much.
YouTube.
So again, that is how much information. What does this do for the story? Look, to
Depending
me,
on what type of
getting as
setting
someone who
we
is a
in.
boater, getting a call because a boat is taking on water and you're having trouble
But
with
if
the
it's
bilge
like a
pump,
lot of
that is
people and we
that's
going to
serious.
a big
Now,
event,
what
like
this
I'm
means
going
for
to
the
this thing
investigation, I'm not
Sunday,
sure.
to the
That's extremely
Blues
serious because if the boat
Granville
is taking
thing. I
on
talked
water, as
about
you
that
know,
in
that's
my
the end of it.
other live
there's
prior
too much
to this.
water
So
in the
I'm gonna be
boat,
going to
then
that
the boat
Saturday.
goes
I'm
and
going to
sinks.
my family reunion
And
on my
that can be
dad's side.
problematic
We
for
having that
everyone.
Saturday, and then after
Now
that,
I
I'm going
think
to the
when
Blues Granville
this is just
Blues
me
Festival, and it's
thinking,
going to be
when we
beautiful.
had the former
Kelly
judge
Price is
on,
going to
and the
be
former judge
on the
said
first night, so I don't want to
that
miss that
there was
on
an
Saturday.
he believes that there's ample
But yeah,
evidence.
so yeah, if y'all want to catch this, this is
Whoever the
breaking
boat
news
captain
on
is,
Don
whoever the
Lemon.
adult is, whoever is
And I
getting
think this
alcohol
is
for
the
these minors
actual
because
replay
the
I'm
drinking age is
watching,
21.
because I think it said
That should
2
be
hours
part of the
ago,
story.
3
And
hours
so
ago.
maybe some of
But
these people
everybody
are
have a
quiet
blessed
because some of
day.
these may be family
I
members,
hope like I said, I hope that
companies
Miss
that people
Carver
own
is enjoying
that
her
they
day.
don't want to lose their license or whatever.
And thank you so
Young
much,
people
Chrissy, for
drinking
coming in.
on a vessel
I
that they
appreciate you,
own, or it
girl.
could be a family boat, right?
And I'll see you probably on your live, on Miss Carver's
Maybe that's
live,
why
or whoever
everyone
else
is so
live. I know
tight-lipped, because
you said
everyone feels
Miss
that
Carver would
they
be on
have
later.
some sort
Somebody
of
said
connection to
Miss.
it,
I think Lady B said she'll be on
and
later
they could
on.
possibly
But I'm finna jump in this
somehow,
shower, y'all. It's a little bit after 1
become part
o'clock
of an
here.
investigation.
I haven't
So
even
maybe that's
gotten
why
on
they're
my
not saying
Facebook
anything.
as of yet. I always
Because if you
do my
have,
little good morning,
whenever
good
I'm capturing
afternoons over there, and share things there too.
maybe
So
when I get back,
again,
it's
this
starting
is
to
holding
pick
it
up.
down with Heidi P.
I try
Please
my
like.
darndest,
Let me
and
turn
I
this
usually
down
don't.
some.
Maybe every once in a while I'll have one beer or
Please
something, just to
like,
be honest with you.
share,
But I don't like to drink.
and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you guys have a thankful, thirsty Thursday. Peace.